Hello my dear students, I heartily welcome you all in this session, our subject Science, class 8th standard. Today in this class we are going to study coal and petroleum. In that petroleum, we have studied about coal in our last class. Dear students, you know that petroleum is petrol. Petrol is a very familiar word for you. It is used as a fuel in many light automobiles such as motorcycles, scooters and cars. Heavy motor vehicles like trucks and tractors run on diesel. Yes. So, petrol and diesel are obtained from a natural resources called petroleum. These two are actually obtained from the petroleum. So, the word petroleum derived from the Petra, which means rock. It means rock. And oleum, which means oil. Rock oil, petroleum, which means rock oil, as it mined from between the rocks under the earth, as shown here. Yes, under rock, reservoir rock, under the earth crust. Do you know how petroleum is formed? Petroleum was formed from organisms living in the sea. As these organisms died, their bodies are settled at the bottom of the sea and got covered with the layers of sand and clay. Over millions of years, absence of air, high temperature and high pressure, this transformed the dead organisms into petroleum and natural gas. It is very interesting. So, in the earth crust, there are many organisms which died their bodies under pressure, under temperature, in the absence of air, in the high pressure. It transformed dead organisms into petroleum and a natural gas. Yes, look here in this picture, which shows deposit of a petroleum and the natural gas. Here you see that the layers contain petroleum oil gas is above the water, above that of water. Why is it so? Recall that oil and gases are lighter than the water and do not mix with it. The word first oil well was drilled. It is drilled on a Pennsylvania in USA in 1859. 8 years later, in 1867, oil was struck at the Macume in Assam. In India, oil is found in Assam, Gujarat, Mumbai, high and in the river basins of Godavari and Krishna. So this is, we'll get petroleum from the earth crust, from fossils. Next, refining petroleum. Dear students, in earth crust we are not getting direct petrol, diesel. Is it? So direct whatever in vehicles we are using now in petrol pump, that is not we are getting whatever in earth crust from the fossils, from the dead organism, from the petroleum, that we have to refine. Actually, petroleum is a dark oil. It is dark oil liquid. It has unpleasant odor. Odor means smell. It has very bad unpleasant smell. It is mixed of various constituents such as petroleum gas and petrol and diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin, wax, etc. So it is, petroleum is mixed with these all the constituents. The process of separating the various constituents or fractions of a petroleum is known as refining. It is known as refining. It is carried out in a petroleum refineries. Where will carried out? In petroleum refineries. Here, this is petroleum refinery. Here we'll refine the petroleum. So observe in this table carefully various constituents of petroleum and their uses. Petroleum gas in a liquid form, fuel for home and industries, LPG gas. Yes, gas in a liquid form. Petrol, motor fuel, aviation fuel, solvent for dry cleaning. Kerosene, so after refining we'll get these all constituents. Fuel for stores, lamps and for jet aircrafts. Diesel, fuel for heavy motor vehicles, electric generators. Lubricating oil for lubrication. Paraffin wax for ointments, candles, vaselines. Bitumen for paints, road surfacing. These are the uses of the constituent of petroleums. Do you know many useful substances are obtained from the petroleum and natural gases? These are termed as petrochemicals. Remember, petrochemicals where we have studied in fiber to fabric lesson. These are used in a manufacture of detergent, fibers like polyester, nylon, acrylic, synthetic fibers, polythene and other man-made plastics. Hydrogen gas are obtained from the natural gas is used to in the production of fertilizers like urea. Due to this is its a great commercial importance, petroleum is also used as called as a black gold. Yes, it is called as black gold because it has a huge commercial importance. Next one, natural gas. Natural gas is a very important fossil fuel because it is easy to transport through pipes. It is very easy for transportation from the pipes. Natural gas is stored under high pressure as compressed natural gas, CNG. You might have heard this. What is the long form? Compressed natural gas. Compressed natural gas, CNG. CNG is used as a power generation. It is power generations, and it is now begin used as a fuel for transport vehicles because it is less polluting. Natural gas is less polluting. It is not harmful for our nature. It is cleaner fuel, CNG. It is for transportations also nowadays CNG is using. The great advantage of CNG is that it can be used directly for burning in the homes and factories where it can be supplied through pipes. Such a network of pipeline exists in Vadodara. Where? In Vadodara, Gujarat. In some parts of Delhi and other places, this network of a pipeline has fixed. Natural gas is also used as a starting material for the manufacture of a number of chemicals and fertilizers. India has a vast reservoir of natural gases. In our country, natural gas has been found in Tripura. In Tripura, we have found Rajasthan and Maharashtra, and in the Krishna Godavari Delta, where it is Krishna Godavari Delta, will find that. Can coal and petroleum and natural gas be prepared in the laboratory from dead organisms? No, their formation is a very slow process and condition for their formatting cannot be created in the laboratories because in a sea creatures on many living organisms, they dead and in the time of earthquake, so they will go and they'll store in a earth crust. So from from more years, it take more time to get a petroleum in under high pressure, under no gas, yes, no air. So in that pressure, that petroleum will get, fossil fuel will get. So it is not possible to create in a laboratories. We should get in a earth crust only. Some natural resources are limited. You have studied in the beginning of this chapter that Some natural resources are exhaustible, like fossil fuels, forest and minerals. So you know that coal and petroleum are fossil fuels. Now we have studied coal and petroleum, both are fossils. They are fossil fuels. It required the dead organisms millions of years to get converted into these fuels. On the other hand, the known reservoir of these will last only few hundred years. Moreover, burning of these fuels is a major cause of air pollution, coal and petroleum. Their use is also linked to global warming. So it is necessary that we use these fuels only when absolutely necessary. So if your school is near to your home, you can come by walk also instead of using bike. So it need petroleum. So we have to reserve these for our next generation also. So this study of this regarding petroleum is purposely given to you. If we walk, we will get a healthy body also. So if we'll use bicycles, there is no need of petroleum for bicycles. So we'll get healthy lifestyle also from that. So instead of using, wherever it is very necessary to go to other places, like long distances like Delhi and Hyderabad, we can't go by bicycle and we can't go by walk. So for that we need bus and train. So wherever it is necessary, it is using these vehicles are good. But wherever it is not necessary, you can use your foot, your buses as your legs. This will result in a better environment, smaller risk of global warming and other availability for a long period of time. In India, the Petroleum Conservation Research Association, PCRA, what is this? Petroleum Conservation Research Association advises people how to save petrol and diesel while driving. The tips are: drive at a constant and moderate speed as it possible. Don't go more speed as it possible. Next one, switch off your engines at traffic lights or at a place where you have to wait. Third one, ensure correct type of pressure. Fourth one, ensure regular maintenance of the vehicle. So if the vehicle are not regularly maintained, it may use more petroleums. Yes. So these are some natural resources which are limited, which is our duty to conserve it. Your lesson has finished. Solve exercise questions. Thank you.